listening to Camarocho Radio. It's a Yakuza Replay podcast. I'm Jordan. With me, as always, is Argyle.
Hello.
We're resuming, I should say, our long suspended coverage of Yakuza. It's been a while. We, something like 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah,
we said we'll have an encounter this week.
Late August, so it's been about 3.5 months.
Sometimes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So when I booted up my janky-ass copy of Yakuza for the PS2, I'm like,
yeah, you were so excited. You kept telling me how excited you were to play PS2 Yakuza again, and I've been playing Yakuza 7, and it was kind of nice going back to the old style of game.
Yeah, you get to punch, do some kick. There's Kiryu's back. Love Kiryu.
Throw, my man.
I'll say this. Going from Kasuga Ichiban in Yakuza 7 back to not Kiryu but Daryl's rendition of Kiryu. Let's just call him Daryl.
Yeah.
Because this is not Kiryu. This is Daryl.
In all honesty, in my version, he's kind of an asshole too.
Fair enough, but he doesn't say does he say? He doesn't say fuck. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't say
bitch.
fuck or bitch or asshole.
Yeah. That's Daryl's own twisted spin.
In all fairness, Ichiban does say all those words.
Well, yeah, but Ichiban is a little bit more spicy than Kiryu was. Yeah. And Kiryu was spicy in Yakuza 0. He said all the rudest words.
Oh yeah, oh my
god.
God.
Game. It was so sometime maybe when he went to prison, Kiryu they washed his mouth out with soap every day. So he doesn't know how to swear anymore. He's just conditioned to not want to swear, which is good because he's interacting with children now. How have you been?
What span of time do we want to go over here?
We talked not that long ago about Yakuza, so
yeah, I mean, I've been good. Alive. I've gotten a lot further in Yakuza 7 than I was when we talked about it on the episode. I'm on chapter 10. Oh. So I'm quite a ways in. I haven't gotten to the super hard part yet, but I'm gearing up for it nonetheless. So
yeah, have fun.
I've got tons of money and I'm spending it, baby.
That's good.
What about you?
Preparation is like 90% of that battle. I'm doing all right. Feeling under the weather.
Yeah, a little sickly.
Feverish. But I played Yakuza in preparation, and I wasn't going to squander this recording opportunity. I am on the Dayquil. I've got a steady drip of Dayquil next to me. Just kind of an upside down bottle going right into my veins. So that's going to keep me going for this project. Let's get into it because I've been wanting to talk about this chapter.
Yeah. For
a long time. So let's just why don't we take some time to recap what has happened in Yakuza?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Because we haven't talked about this game in a long time.
Yeah, so 1996, Kiryu is a member of the Dojima family. He is like a lieutenant. He's pretty high up there. When Nishiki, our good boy, he murders the boss. Because the boss...
He kills Sohei Dojima.
Yeah.
Sohei Dojima was being a fucking asshole and trying to assault Yumi.
Kiryu takes the fall for the murder. He goes to prison for 10 years. He comes back. Everything has changed.
Nishiki's twisted.
Yeah, Nishiki's twisted now. He's got a new haircut.
Nishiki has a villains wiki page now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also... Masaru Sera is dead. There's 10 billion yen that has gone missing from the Tojo clan safe.
Kiryu decides to investigate by going to Masaru Sera, his funeral, which does not go... Well, it goes very well for us, but it doesn't go very well for Kiryu, and it especially doesn't go well for Shintaro Kazuma.
Yeah, Kazuma got fucking shot. And Kiryu fights his way out, and that's kind of where we're at.
Yep. So... We begin. We meet up with Kiryu again. He's fleeing the Tojo headquarters.
No, we don't.
Oh, right. You. I think you have your Nishiki.
First up, it's chapter 4, an encounter.
It's actually just called Chapter 4 Encounter in Yakuza PS2.
Wow. But yeah, in Kiwami, we cut back to 1996, back to the Nishikiyama family office. Nishiki is yelling, screaming at some of the loner goons that he got from the Kazuma family. And the guys are just like, listen up, bub. There was a reason they gave us to you, and it's because we're big earners. So I think we deserve a little respect from you, you little ass kisser. So we ain't gonna listen to you, and we ain't gonna respect you. And that's basically it. Yeah, I respect Nishiki. Respect Nishiki's very few left.
Very few left. There's only one left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they just walk out, and Nishiki's mad. And that's about it.
He's not happy with it.
Yeah. And meanwhile, in 2005, back to what you were saying.
Kiryu has just finished fighting the entire Tojo clan for laughs. Haha. He's outside the Tojo headquarters, and there's lots of Yakuza sort of around him. And then all of a sudden, a car comes like squealing around the corner. And I don't know what it looked like for you, but for me, Kiryu just straight up jumped through the open car window into the car.
I thought he jumped on top of from the angle, it looked like he jumped on top of the car, but then when...
There are two options for what Kiryu did in this scene.
But then he is inside of the car, so he must have jumped into the window.
Yeah, I mean, that is not... It doesn't seem like something Kiryu would do, to me.
Well, he's in a rush. He doesn't have time to open the door.
Yeah, it is... So, yeah, like Kiryu is definitely... I mean, he will have cat-like reflexes one day when he learns that ability. Mm-hmm. But, like, right now, when I think of Kiryu, I don't think of the most nimble person in the world. I don't know,
he can
sort
be.
Of raw strength.
When he needs to be. He did
he needs to jump through an open car door window.
Look, he jumped through that window in the Dojima office into the bathroom. This is continuity.
God, he did, you're right. When he needs to swing from a chandelier, like Sia in the next game, he can. I guess so. I guess I wasn't giving Kiryu enough credit for all of his sick stunting. Unfortunately, the car is driven by Makoto Date.
Well, we don't find that out quite yet. First, we cut back to Kamurocho.
Oh, yeah! This is funny. Yeah. I love this part.
Yeah, this is the part where we talk about where Kiryu is on the news for beating up everyone at the funeral.
It's like police helicopter news footage of, like, a bird's eye view of Kiryu just kicking the shit out of 1,000 guys.
Yeah.
And it's like playing on the Kamurocho Jumbotron, and everyone's like laughing and clapping and pointing. And we also see a shot of a young girl who's very prominent in the frame watching, and she's Kiryu's biggest fan, I guess, because she loves what he's doing. I think it'd be really funny if the news Chiron had said "funeral of fists."
Yeah, that's
breaking news.
Yeah, that's like a New York Post headline, basically.
Yeah. Breaking news. Large man attacks entire Yakuza family.
That's pretty much what they said. They're like, yeah, at the funeral of suspected crime boss Masaru Serra, it seems that one guy just started attacking everyone and caused havoc. We don't know who it is yet, but we'll keep you updated.
When will Aaron Sorkin make a TV show about this?
Never.
Get on it. Never. He's a coward. I think I would watch the news more if this was the kind of stuff that was on it. Was just like, there was a big fight. Look, check it out.
Yeah, this is actually the World Star Jumbotron.
I was just about to fucking say that. Fuck you. Stole my joke. Yeah, everyone's just watching World Star on the Kamurocho Jumbotron and loving it, and they are like, it's like top 10, like, Kiryu fucking lays a guy out. Fight is over in 5 seconds. Okay, now we're in the car. Kiryu has successfully jumped through a moving car window, and he's buckling his seatbelt, and it's Date, and he's driving the car. Remember Date? He's a cop.
Remember Date? He interrogated Kiryu after the murder.
Yeah, that is really funny that, like, how does Kiryu remember this guy? Because Date is the one who, because Kiryu was interrogated by Date after killing after pretending to kill Dojima. And 10 years later, it's like the fucking Snap magazine guy or whatever. He's just like, I met you once 10 years ago, and here I am to be your best friend.
Oh,
again.
right. Spa magazine.
Spa, that's right. Yeah. I almost said SMAP. That we won't talk about SMAP for many games. So yeah, Kiryu has a perfect memory. He knows
In
everybody.
all fairness, everyone looks exactly the same and they dress exactly the same.
That's true. Anyone who wears he's coded as being a shitty hard-boiled detective because he's wearing a trench coat. And Date has picked up Kiryu and taken him to the
Hey, boy!
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So, like, when you play Yakuza 0 first, you meet Bacchus, right?
Yes.
And it's really confusing that they named a character Bacchus when the bar named Bacchus is, like, a prominent location in the series.
Well...
Really confused the hell out of me.
Well, it's not, though. It's not. That building is, but it's not called Bacchus later on.
No, but like it is a prominent location in this game because it is the place where the things happen in this chapter. And I just don't understand why they couldn't have named Bacchus a different thing. I guess they cuz like we know Sega was like they had Yakuza Kiwami on the brain when they were making Zero. I've proved this empirically. So they should have named Bacchus something else. They could have called him aging foreigner or something.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Old honky.
Yeah, what happens next?
Yeah, they go to Bacchus, and Date's like, yeah, thanks to that investigation 10 years ago, I got demoted to Division 4, organized crime.
Oh my god.
And also I got divorced. Thanks, Kiryu. It's all your fault.
This motherfucker blames Kiryu for his divorce. Like, not to get ahead of ourselves, but we learn more about his family situation in a later chapter, and the fact that he's blaming Kiryu for it is fuck you, Date.
He's not directly blaming Kiryu, but he is kind of blaming Kiryu.
Oh, and in the dub, he very directly says that my whole life got fucked up because of you.
Oh, I think he kind of says it in the sub, but it's more like, because I went out of line on that investigation is kind of what he says.
I mean, hey, I think that in this one case, the dub is more true to life, because I think Date would blame Kiryu for his divorce.
Would. Yes, he would.
Oh, I hate him.
It's not my fault my wife and kids hate me.
It's your fault. They saw you and they said, I want him to be my husband / dad. And my wife divorced me, and now she's looking for you. So Date has been investigating a supposed hit placed on Masaru Sera. And he's like, wants Kiryu's help, and Kiryu says, well, I guess I do owe you one for
he gives Kiryu his very first cell phone.
I love that. I love Kiryu's cell phones I guess in Yakuza 0 he has a pager, right? This is his first cell phone. And then, like, Kiryu's cell phone continues to be a thing for the rest of the series. And in a very funny way. He as the series progresses, he gets nicer and nicer, newer cell phones. Yeah,
he eventually has a smartphone by the time of Yakuza 6.
In one of the games, he runs a blog through his phone, which is really funny. But this is for a man who's been in jail for 10 years, he really picks it up quickly, I guess.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of things about him being old and learning new technology, but he picks it up pretty quick, pretty much every time.
I think Kiryu should get some cell phone charms. I was just playing Yakuza 7, and I noticed that in that one scene with the New Year's countdown, there's just a lady with a billion cell phone charms. Yeah. I think Kiryu would like that. I think having that customization.
What kind of phone charms do you think he'd have? Maybe
I don't know, but it's not a phone charm, but I think Kiryu would love to have a Tamagotchi.
Like a
just have something that he can, like,
maybe a little
while he's waiting. Oh yeah, get a little like
I'm kind of surprised there isn't like a Tamagotchi like mini game in this series at any point where you have to care for a little creature.
That would be good. I don't know. I guess I don't know which character would get that Tamagotchi minigame.
You know what? That's what the dojo is in Yakuza 4.
Oh my god, you're right. That is just a it's just a Tamagotchi with combat. Yeah, I think Kiryu would have, like, just some Sega mascots, Sonic, Gon.
Yeah, I think he'd love the Super Monkey Ball mascots.
I love the Super Monkey Ball mascots. So Kiryu looks at the cell phone bewildered, and then Date explains that he's so on his damn phone and tells him that you can...
Even kids have these things these days.
Yeah. Everyone's got a cell phone. And of course it's like an old... It's like a... Well, this is 2005. It's like a flip phone.
It's not even a flip phone.
Is it not?
No, I don't think it flips.
I thought it was. It was a Cinco phone. It has the 2 antennas and only 1 button. So Date is like talking to Kiryu about Yumi, because he says, "Oh, why don't you look for Yumi, and I'll look into this stuff with Sarah. And I mean, I'm already divorced, so I can't get double divorced. Like, I'm safe from that." I like this line from Daryl, where Daryl says, "I've had worse ideas. I'm in." That's Kiryu talking to Amano and Yakuza 0, where he's like, "I don't think. I just decide whether I like things or hate things."
Kiryu agrees to work with Date, and he says, he's gonna go to Serena.
Heartbreaking. Your favorite character decides to team up with a cop.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it's going to happen in every single game.
It's going to happen in every game, unfortunately. I'm actually trying to think right now if there's any game where Kiryu doesn't team up with a new cop.
6?
6? I think maybe 6. Because 6 is the one that gets rid of all the characters, which is good. They just put in a new cast for that one.
Anyways, you go back to Serena. Reina's there.
Oh, I want to say something.
Yeah,
this is the first time in the game... When you leave Bar Bacchus, hey boy, this is the first time in the game that the full city has opened up to you.
Oh.
So I just wanted to share some things about Kamurocho.
You observe
PS2.
Yeah, go ahead.
I talked about this in a much earlier episode, very long time ago, that like the city has a fixed camera perspective, like
right, and also there's like loading zones between streets and such.
Yeah, right? But I like it. It does what it is. It does what it does. I like the kind of deliberate framing of each area. I also, once again, kind of amazes me that even in the earliest game, the city does look exactly the same. It is.
Yeah.
They have not changed it much, besides making you have control of the
Those
camera.
Those fixed camera angles do kind of... Those did persist for a long time, because even the later games, like when you walk up to a store or something, it'll force you into a camera angle.
Yeah.
So
the weird thing...
I guess that's where that comes from.
So, like, when you play I would say by the time you play 2 Yakuza games, you know the city like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
So the problem for me is that with the fixed camera angles, you are walking in different directions because the camera... So, like, for example, what's it, Shichifuku Street? Is that the one that's, like, runs
that's
sort of...
on the north side of the Millennium Tower.
Yeah. So, like, that street is, it's, like, forward-backward instead of left to right because of the camera angle.
Oh.
You walk into Taihei Boulevard, and it's, like, left to... you're walking in different directions, so I found it really easy to get lost because the camera makes the city...
Because you're used to looking over Kiryu's shoulder, whereas now you're looking at it from... I don't know, some, like, overhead shot or whatever.
Exactly. So, like, instead of, each street just being straight up and down, left and right, they change directions depending on where you are, making it much easier for me to get lost.
Do you have, like, a mini-map?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you can still kind of navigate using that.
Yeah, you just gotta navigate, because, I mean, I have had a moment where I managed to walk to a place in Yakuza with my eyes closed, because I was that familiar with the map. I could not do that in this game because it's all flipped.
Well, because you would have to use different controls.
Exactly. The other thing is that let's see what else. I did a batting cage. That's still here. Or that was original. But it's weird. I mean, it's the same. It's similar, but it's also like you can kind of transpose Kiryu on the like at the plate. And I don't know why. It doesn't seem like it matters what position Kiryu is in when he swings, as long as you swing at the right time. That's interesting. Beyond that, I didn't do that much else. Still looking. It's harder to find things just because of the colors in the graphics. Like, the map locations don't stand out as much.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see if I can find some darts.
Ooh. Where are the darts in Kiwami. There's a bar like in the top right.
It's in the top corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where
like next
that's
to
where
the park is, right?
Yeah. Something like
West
that.
Park.
Usually it's in Bantam, but that's different now.
What's Bantam? Never heard of it.
So we go to Serena. I want to say two more things. Sorry. Number one, men's entertainment booth still there. You can still go in it, and there's no reason to do it. but always been there, even in the first game. The second thing is that there is a in the theater square. This is the thing. I wish they had kept this in the game because it's kind of cool. There, like there is, you can stand in a place and it will put the camera on the jumbotron. And you can like watch. I don't know what they are. I think they're like they didn't localize them at all. They might be just ads for Sega games, other Sega games in like 2005. There's like a mahjong game and like a soccer thing. Okay, but they're all in Japanese, so I didn't know what they were. But that was kind of cool. I think they should have kept that in. Like have the little like the big screen that you can watch. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. Okay, now we got to go back to we go to Serena.
Yeah, we go back to Serena. Reina's there. Love Reina.
Did Kiryu go back to Serena before? Is this the first time he's been back?
This is the first time you go back.
Yeah. She's. Oh, hey Kiryu. I didn't know you're out of jail. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, she's pretty shocked to see you. There's not really a whole lot that they interesting they talk about until they get to the subject of Yumi. So she doesn't know where Yumi is. But
no one knows where Yumi is.
5 years ago, someone named Mizuki showed up in Kamurocho at Serena, claiming to be Yumi's sister.
Oh yeah, she never knew Yumi because like she was Yumi's younger sister.
Yeah, and so apparently Yumi would not have known about her because they were separated. She was separated from her family before Mizuki was born.
Because reminder that Kiryu, Nishiki, and Yumi
they all grew up in Sunflower Orphanage.
They're all from Sunflower Orphanage, yeah. So, like, Mizuki was born... A lot of orphans with parents in this game, which I think is really interesting. Mm-hmm. This is not the first or last case of an orphan at Sunflower who has parents, but whatever. Mizuki was born well after Yumi went to the orphanage, so they didn't know each other.
Yeah.
But, Reina apparently Mizuki worked at Serena for 4 years.
Yeah, she says that Mizuki wanted to follow in her sister's footsteps. So she worked at Serena for like 4 years and then eventually started her own bar.
Yeah, it's called Bar Aries.
Yeah, Bar Aries.
But no one knows where it is.
Yeah, she has no idea where it is, even though she knew Mizuki for years and she was supposed to tell her whenever she opened the bar.
Yeah, the realization that Reina like when Reina talks about Mizuki in this scene and then reveals to her that not only does she know Mizuki, but she knew her for 4 entire years. That is like, wow, it's kind of wild that you like, you're seemingly very close with this person if you've known them for that long, even if you didn't like see each other outside of work.
Yeah.
But I mean, she doesn't know where the bar is.
Also, Mizuki looks just like Yumi. And she has a tattoo of a flower on her chest.
I like this line where Kiryu is like, that is, a flower on your chest? That is, Yumi would never have a tattoo.
Yeah, Yumi would never have a tattoo of a flower on her chest.
Yeah, exactly. So Kiryu's gonna go leave. I think he's just gonna go do some more investigating.
Reina tells you, right, that the barkeep at Bacchus, he knows like everything in town, so he would probably know where Aries is.
Yeah. So Kiryu gets up to leave, and as he's leaving, Reina's like, "Oh, by the way, did you know that Nishiki's he's a sicko? He's got a villain's wiki page.
He's a bad boy now.
He's a bad boy. He's got a new haircut, and he's filled with evil."
He's a social Darwinist now.
Just say, I'm so glad that Nishiki's a social Darwinist. So yeah, Kiryu's gonna go. Also, Reina tells you about the funny Millennium Tower that's there.
Oh right, yeah. Hey, Kiryu, you ever heard of the Millennium Tower? It was built 5 years ago.
It's very big, and it was built on top of the Kamurocho shopping district. It is part of the Kamurocho revitalization plan.
Wow.
Retconned that one in. I love that. So then, yeah, we gotta go back to Bacchus. and find out.
They never even mention like, oh, that's the bar I was at before. You just
that's really funny. Like the fact that it seems like bad writing to me, or like even just bad game structure that they make you go from, and this is where like Kiwami, you can tell that Kiwami is they slapped a brand new coat of paint on a game that was made in 2005, where it makes you go all the way across the city to Serena and then make you go all the way back to Barbacus when you were just there. And it's like, surely they could have, done this scene somewhere else.
Yeah, had you at Date. Some other bar, just like...
Yeah. It's not like there's... I mean, once again, and I will probably say this every game for whenever we talk about this, like, they have a place that isn't... There's two places that they can do things at, which is Serena and then Stardust. And there's no reason they couldn't be at either one of those places. Date could have brought Kiryu to Serena. Like, and then they could have just had a scene there, but whatever.
He's not like a member. You gotta be it's a members only bar, so.
I mean, Reina just like doesn't let people who aren't Kiryu and Nishiki in.
Yeah, basically.
Makes me wonder where.
Yeah, like when you walk out of Serena, there's a lot of people like, oh, I haven't seen the lights on the second floor in a while. That's weird.
Yeah, where is she getting the money to run that bar from? Well, speaking of, we'll talk about.
She charges a lot.
Later. Yeah, it's Nishiki, has run up a astronomical tab.
You buy like one drink there and she's set for a few months.
Yeah. It's it's the legendary malts from Yakuza 7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got to go back to Bacchus where we just were. This is where Kiryu... This was the thing I just straight up forgot about. This is a sub-story. I'm not going to talk about it in too much detail, but Kiryu gets a phone call from Yuya. And he's just like, hey, my girl's dancing at the Bikini Bar Asia. Come watch with me. And then some bullshit transphobic stuff happens, so that sucks.
Oh, I don't think that one's in Kiwami.
Yeah, it is. I looked it up. I wasn't sure.
It is?
It's just like they're watching Yuya's girl dance, and then another dancer shows up, but it's an assassin, and... the dude, wow, it's funny.
Anyways,
so that's yeah.
I got no such phone call.
Yeah,
we go to Bacchus.
I had to investigate this content because I got a phone call from Yuya, and I said, "Oh well, this is something."
Oh, actually, I guess this would be a good time to do my sub story before.
Yeah, do your sub story. I think we've talked about this before, but the sub stories in Yakuza,
the
original are like the worst. They're like probably the weakest in the series, and even once you get to Yakuza 2, they get a lot sillier.
Yeah. So I'm doing sub-story number 1. It is called The Price of an F Cup.
A classic.
A classic. This is one of the returning sub-stories. It is also in the original game. You are walking down the street when a woman who has full voice acting and giant big titty honkers asks you to protect her from a drunk that has been accosting her. You just scare the guy off. You don't even fight him. And she says, "Ooh, big boy, I would like to treat you to a drink." So you go to the bar, and she's like, she's like, "Ooh, I get really hungry when I'm drunk. I like to drink and get hungry."
She's like drunk typing.
Yeah, I like my men strong and hard, and you're a big cocktail of a man. I wouldn't mind if you took a bite out of me right now, big boy. And then the bartender serves you drinks, and Kiryu is very obviously bubbling. And she says, "Why don't you go ahead and take a drink?" And you say, "Yeah, I would love to take a drink for you, Miss Honkers." You take the drink, and you're like, "Ooh, I'm feeling pretty buzzed off this drink. I'm ready to dive head first in there." And you pass out. Kiryu passes out.
Welp.
And a bunch of your money's stolen.
Damn it.
And you're somebody else, some other guy is like, "Oh, you got scammed too?" "Yeah, they roofied me and took all my money." So you go back to the bar, and you're like, she's like, oh, you want to have another drink with me? And this time, obviously, you say no. I don't want to. You drugged me last time. And they say, no, what? You don't want our free liquor? Kiryu says, no, I don't. And this is a scam. I don't want it. So the bar man gets mad, and the drunk man from before, who was accosting the honkers woman, he comes in, and he's also mad because he's running the scam. And they say, we're going to beat you up for not wanting to get drugged.
That's a mistake.
You fight them, and they say, oh no, forgive us, please. And they give you 100,000 yen. Forgive us, please. And you say, no, I will not forgive you. And they say, oh, but there's more. And they show you how to get into a secret casino that's under a ramen shop.
Oh yeah. There's always a secret casino.
And that's it.
Hooray!
You can also just reject the drinks the first time around, and then it just cuts right to that end part. But I figured I'd get Kiryu nice and
wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so we trekked all the way across the map.
What a boring sub-story.
Yeah, that's the whole game, basically.
I only did it because it's voice acted. Oh, also you get a trophy for doing it, and it's just the woman, the honkers.
Yeah. Part of me is like, gotta pick and choose if there's any like particularly good ones in Yakuza Kiwami, because
there's not.
I mean, we got Majima everywhere. That's basically
I forgot to Majima this week. Oops.
That's okay. That's like all of the funny content in this game is tied to that, and I don't have basically. That. Majima didn't patch himself into my game.
Yeah. PS2 didn't have online updates, so they couldn't do that.
No, yeah.
You gotta buy the special Majima, like, Game of the Year edition.
You gotta get the Majima, like, expansion port.
Yakuza Subsistence, where they
changed the camera angles, and Majima's there now. So we go back to Bacchus. And everyone's dead.
Everybody is fucking dead.
There's just a bunch of dead bodies in Bacchus, including the bartender.
Yeah.
Who's dead.
Oops.
And then there's like a shot of like someone is hiding under.
Well, maybe they just had a big strawberry jam party.
Yeah.
There's no visible wounds. They're just covered in red.
They all thought that they had been rich for 20 years when it turns out they'd been shot in the head for 20 years.
Wow.
There's a person hiding under the bar.
Kiryu finds the culprit.
Yeah, that's right. It was you remember that child that we talked about earlier? It was her, and she has a gun, so she must have been the one who did it.
She has the gun.
Never addressed, but yeah, this child just killed everyone in here.
Kiryu disarms the girl using CQC techniques.
Remember the basics of CQC. Do you think that Big Boss ever had to disarm? I guess I was gonna say, do you think Big Boss ever had to CQC a child, and then I remembered.
You've played MGS5, right?
Yeah.
Stupid.
I feel like his techniques are specially suited to children. But Kiryu doesn't have to do that because he doesn't need the basics of CQC. He just is nice.
He just takes the gun because
he just takes
surprised the girl didn't actually kill the people.
Yeah, why did you kill all these people? She's just the child is very scared. She's just looking for her mom, and she heard that there was a bar called Bacchus. Hey, boy! And she would come here. I heard about
this nice man called Bacchus. I saw his name right on the sign. I figured I'd come in.
I wanted to learn some new heat moves. I wanted to learn like Essence of Guard Breaking, so I came to Bacchus, but it was just a bar.
I wanted to learn how to invest in myself.
Oh, she needs to invest in herself.
She will.
So outside the bar, she and Kiryu talk a little bit. Kiryu's like, what are you doing? She's looking for her mom, so they leave the bar. They do not report the bodies, by the way.
Yeah.
That is...
Yeah, don't worry. Look, there's a big commotion here. The cops will be here. We don't have to call
The massacre in Bar Bacchus never gets brought up again, really. It's just like...
It's kind of a real non sequitur. I don't think we really find out.
It's kind of like a sub-story, honestly.
I think we do find out who did it, but it's like such a non-factor that I don't remember it.
It really doesn't matter. But all I know is that there's a bar full of bodies, and this child was there. We go outside. I love this cutscene. well, I don't like the start of it, but outside of the bar, the small child notices a dog, like a little puppy.
But first, before we go, there is a little conversation that you can have with the girl, while you're walking, even though it's like a few steps, so you kind of have to just stop and let it play out instead of walking forward and activating the cutscene.
Okay.
Where she's just like, you're talking about, there's a lot less phone booths around than there used to be, and she's like, yeah, because everybody just has a cell phone. You have a cell phone, right, mister?
Even the kids have cell phones.
You have a cell phone, right, mister? And Kiryu's just like, yeah, of course I do. Don't be silly. She's like, okay. I wonder
if that's... I don't know if that's in the original, because I'm assuming that that's a nod to, like, Yakuza 0. Probably.
Possibly.
So the child notices like a tiny little puppy, and some thugs are like
a
little Shiba Inu puppy, and there's just some you know the type in these games. Hey, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna throw these rocks at a dog. So they're just
it's
like
Joey Wheeler.
Yeah, he's the underdog. They're just like throwing rocks at a dog. They're throwing rocks at Joey Wheeler for no reason.
Oh no, I was saying the punk is Joey Wheeler because of the voice he did.
Yeah, but Joey Wheeler is throwing rocks at himself because the dog is
Honda,
also.
Let's throw some rocks at this dog.
Hey, you want to throw some rocks at a dog with me?
They're tossing just big stones. I don't know where they're getting these.
Yeah, they're really like going. Like I guess I don't understand why. I mean, it's just so Kiryu can be epic because they're like
it's pretty
ready
epic.
to go in for the kill. I do like it a lot. Yeah, like they get a particularly big rock and throw it very hard, and then Kiryu just grabs the rock out of the air and throws it right back at the guy and hits him right in the face. Love it. I really love it. And then I love this line from Daryl where he just says, "Look, today's been a really bad day and it put me in a shitty mood. It's just your bad luck to run into me."
Yeah, I mean that's basically what he says in the sub.
I know. I like Kiryu just being like, "Oh, you've made a tremendous mistake because I'm the one that you decided to mess with."
Yeah. No, he's a lot more like openly antagonistic towards punks and teens in this game.
Well, he did just get out of jail for 10 years. He's probably itching for a fight.
He's very mad for a number of reasons.
So it's time for a fight. Kiryu easily dispatches the thugs and takes the child and the dog, and they all walk away. This is the part where it's just sort of like Yakuza Nintendog Simulator, where it just becomes a game about taking care of a dog for a second.
Yeah, you teach him tricks. You teach him his name. It has a
microphone feature.
Yeah.
The name is Pochitaro. Kiryu, yeah. They're all like looking at the dog. Haruka says that the dog is fine from rock injuries, but also the dog looks very hungry. Please feed the dog.
She says that she's been looking for her mom all day, and she snuck out of the orphanage that she lives in to do it.
Yeah.
Also, Kiryu's been calling her kid up to this point, and she says, my name is not Kid, I'm Haruka, which I kind of love that. That's really good.
Good stuff. Mm-hmm. This is Haruka. We can finally say it.
Yes.
Now that we got to it. So Haruka tells us that, please feed the dog. Please find food for dog. And Kiryu's like, Oji-san, please, Oji-san. So Kiryu's like, all right, whatever.
I don't know about the dub, but in the sub, he's like, well, if we feed the dog, he's just gonna get hungry again later. That's just kind of how this cruel world works. That's how it is on this bitch of an earth.
Yeah, Kiryu, you're right. People do need to eat multiple times.
Yeah, bruh, just feed the fucking dog, dude. Come on.
I love new objective. I don't think you get this in Kiwami. New objective: save the puppy.
It's something like that. I think it is save the puppy.
Hey, you want to hear some bullshit?
What's up?
I unlocked a new move at this point. A new, as I said, in an earlier episode. The progression system in this game is really stupid because it doesn't tell you the abilities that you're unlocking until you've purchased them.
Yeah.
So I unlocked what I later found out was quick stand. So
just like get up faster from getting knocked down.
Yeah, get up faster. So how do you get up faster?
Usually you mash X.
Mash X, right?
Yeah.
Mash all 4 face buttons at the same time while moving the analog stick left and
right. What?
I know.
That's so much.
I know. What is that? Sega, you can't make people do that many inputs at the same time.
You're gonna ruin your controller doing that.
Yeah. If you want to make Kiryu stand up faster, you have to grip the controller by the cord and spin it around. It's the only motion controls on the entire PlayStation 2.
If this had been on PS3, they would have made you use the 6-axis to, you have to spin it on your finger like a basketball to make Kiryu stand up faster.
They do make you use the 6-axis in one of these games in a very funny way that I can't wait. Yeah, in Yakuza 6, remember?
Oh right,
yeah.
Yeah, that's actually good though. I like that.
Years. I love when they do that. Kind of a Death Stranding in that game. So in Don Quixote, it's Don Quixote time. This is funny. This is much like in Yakuza 0, the part where you just have to find different types of liquor to give to the people to tell you about Tachibana real estate.
Mm-hmm. Except instead of getting a whole list, you get it a piece at a time.
Yeah.
So you have to go get the food, right?
You gotta get the dog food, and you don't know where it is, and it's a big city, and in Yakuza for the PS2, there is loading zones and lots of, like, when you have to load a fight, like, it isn't Dragon Engine, so even on Kiwami, so, like, all fights have loads, but these are particularly long, so I was like, well, where the fuck do I get the dog food? I don't want to waste all my time.
Is it at Papa?
Trying to search.
I forget where
trying to search every. You get it from Don Quixote.
Okay.
But I went on to like GameStop I don't remember, some forum from 2006, and people posting like, where is the dog food for Haruka's dog? And they're like in the big colorful building at the bottom of the map.
Oh my god!
It's Don Quixote. It's got a name.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, does Don Quixote not have a name in the is it not like branded in the no, it's branded. It's got the name in the game. It's just every one of these people posting in 2006 couldn't be bothered to remember the name of the store.
Oh my god.
I know. So you got to go to Don Quixote, which
now the times have changed. Everybody's so sad that Don Quixote's not there anymore.
I know. I'm devastated that Don Quixote isn't in.
I'm mostly devastated that we replaced it with a police station.
With a fucking police station, yeah.
Disgusting.
The worst. When God closes a Don Quixote,
get these hogs out of my capitalism, please.
When God closes a Don Quixote, he opens a police station.
Oh god.
So you get the dog food, and then you need to go take the dog for a walk, and then you need to go give the dog a flea bath, and you need to go take the dog to the agility contest, and yeah.
I've got the video of Germa doing the fucking agility contest.
I was okay. I'm so glad you brought Germa up in this, because I was thinking of the same thing when I said that, and then I just need to say it. Germa started playing. Germa 985 did a stream of Yakuza.
I'm not a
0.
Germa fan, but
yeah.
I like to see clips.
I thought you'd get a kick out of this. So Germa did a stream of Yakuza 0.
Mm-hmm.
It was very painful. I couldn't watch it. I watched the highlights and it made me want to die. But one of the first things
you're enjoying the thing I like wrong.
Well, it's not that. It was
no,
every time he would read the cutscenes, his chat would tell him to make jokes, and then every time he made jokes, people would get mad at him for not paying attention.
I remember you saying this.
That's not the thing that I thought you'd get a kick out of. It was the second he started playing, right? He pauses the game, and you know how in like every game in the series, it's just a style thing where the music just gets like muffled. They put like the filter over it, and it just kind of yeah. So he pauses the game, and he's like, "What happened to the music?" And he's like looking through the settings,
oh my god,
trying to fix the muffled music because the game is paused. I know. What the fuck,
Jesus
Germa?
Christ.
Anyways, that's my being mad at video gamer moment of this episode. Okay, so Kiryu learns he's feeding the dog, and Kiryu has his orphan senses tingling, whenever he meets a person who is an orphan, he instantly becomes best friends with them because he was an orphan.
Now the dog's eating, but the dog also needs water. It's thirsty.
This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen.
Really?
No.
I was kind of speculating because they did also add all that extra shit in chapter 1. So
yeah, makes me really wonder,
or the prologue or whatever.
When RGG made Yakuza Kiwami, and they were like, "What should we add? What should we, change?"
Extra
and they
fetch
were like,
quests.
Okay, yeah, extra dog moments. Extra. Yes, do you have to get the dog water?
You have to get the dog water, and then you go and get a bottle of water, and you bring it back. And Haruka's like, "Stupid! The dog can't drink water out of a bottle. You need something to put the water in. So you need to go
that.
You need to get a plate. So you can go buy a paper plate, or if you have one of the gold plates that you can sell at the pawn shop, you can use one of those too."
How can the game that came out in 2005 waste your time less than the one that came out in 2012? That's untenable. What's wrong with them? Why would they do that?
You do get the plate back.
Yeah, it's just like, ugh. So Kiryu's orphan sense is tingling, and he's like, "Oh,
so you're not going to be throwing 100,000 yen down the drain if you use your gold plate."
The dog deserves it.
Yeah, to give the dog some water.
Kiryu asks Haruka about being an orphan. She says that she never met her mom, but she has a mom, which categorically does not make her an orphan. Yakuza. You can't be an orphan if you have parents. But she says she's never met her mom, but her aunt, she has an Aunt Yumi, and then passes out.
Yeah, she passes out.
She dramatically passes out, and then Kiryu's like, "Well, okay, let's take this child take this child from one bar to another one."
Yeah. So you take her to Serena. There's goons that you have to fight along the way, at least in Kiwami.
Yeah, I think they're specifically in my game they were Shimano goons.
Oh, I don't remember if they were labeled, but you're just walking along the street and they're like, "Hey, I want to beat you up," and then you fight them, and that's it.
You get to Date calls Kiryu and is like, "What happened?" And then Kiryu says, "Hey, you know that bar that you like? Bad news." Unfortunately, every single person there is dead, including the owner.
Oops.
And then Date's like visibly, well, he's not visibly, he's not there, he's on the phone. He's like noticeably upset that the owner of this bar died. Just a piece of Date's inner life that we never get to see, I guess, of like Date, yep.
He gave me free drinks because I was a cop.
Oh, God. He gave me the police discount. Now he's dead.
I got free donuts at that bar.
It'll never be the same. There'll probably be a different bar in a different game. They'll have darts there in the later games. So we go to Serena. Reina's here. Reina is 100% like Kiryu just gives
Reina,
Haruka over
child,
to Reina and says,
"You're woman.
Here, take care
child.
of you know what to do with this, right?
You have motherly instincts, right?"
Reina's like, I own a bar. What are you talking about? Like, what do you want from me? You own a bar. That makes you the mama. I know how this works.
You're the mama. Come on.
Kiryu thinks that that's what that means. Is that every woman who owns a bar in Japan is a mother.
Is obligated to care for any children they come across on the spot.
It's like the dropping orphans off at the fire station thing or whatever. It's just like you drop any child off at a bar and they will have to raise the child for you. Kiryu then asks Reina to just cook Haruka some food. I just feel like he's overstepping his bounds here. Like, I feel like he's asking too much. He just shows up with a child.
Dude, just go to Smile Burger or something. Jesus Christ.
There's a fucking popo right down. There's one two
get her like a
over.
bento box.
Get her a snack. Why can you cook something for her? Kiryu.
Yeah, I think I have some food in my bar.
Kiryu, I had like 6 bento boxes on my person at the time of doing that scene.
Do you think she'll take like a Tariner? You think this little kid could have an energy drink?
That's how Haruka's like zonked out, so that's how he wakes her up, is by just forcing her to drink an energy drink. So Haruka wakes up. Kiryu introduces her to Reina. And then Haruka immediately asks about the puppy.
Hey man, where's the dog? Is the dog okay?
That's when sometimes you wake up and the first thing you want to know is where that dog is.
Yeah, where that dog? And Kiryu says, it's fine. Dog is good. It's fine.
It had its one meal that it gets in its entire life.
And luckily for him, the dog followed them, because Reina carries it in.
Yeah. The dog, do you think the dog had to fight Shimano family goons on the way as well?
Shimano family dogs, yeah.
Oh, the mad dog of Shimano.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. So, Kiryu then asks, he's like, you say Aunt Yumi? You say Aunt Yumi, Haruka?
Yeah, you mentioned Aunt Yumi? Huh?
Yeah, and then Haruka's like, yeah, she always brought me letters when I was at the Sunflower Orphanage, and Kiryu and Reina are like, excuse me?
What?
What?
Nani?
Small world.
Yeah, there's only one orphanage
like,
well, I
guess
Japan.
I guess we're best friends now because you went to the orphanage that I went to.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, my mom is named Mizuki, and my Aunt Yumi, she would always bring me letters and presents from my mom.
Yeah.
But I know where my mom's bar is. And you are also looking for my mom, so can I help you, mister?
Let's go to a bar together.
Yeah.
Let's take the child.
Let's go to a third bar.
This is the third bar that Haruka and Kiryu
We're taking Haruka on a fucking
tonight.
pub crawl today.
Yeah, she's doing a pub crawl with Kiryu. She's just sitting on the stool while Kiryu's just throwing him back. He's singing Baka Mitai while Haruka's just like playing like cup and ball. Oh my god.
The dog just kind of hangs out in Serena now. It's just like standing next to the bar and you can talk to it and it says bark bark.
That's really important. That's good.
It is pretty important.
Yeah, that's plot. Well, I'm sure there'll be a big payoff to the dog. So yeah, Haruka wants to tag along. I think that the game would be improved if, much like other circumstances, Haruka got to fight. You know, like when you have Nishiki or when you fight with...
So yeah, so you had like special heat moves with Haruka?
Yeah, like you have a special heat move with Haruka where she like, you know, does a backbreaker or something like that.
Yeah. She would definitely be able to do one of those. As you're walking, and I'm going to assume that this is the Kiwami only line, there is another conversation, and Kiryu notes that he's never been to the Millennium Tower, and he is surprised that they built it on that plot of land because of things that happened there a long time ago.
Oh, they were playing the long game. That line is in the original. No.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck you.
Yeah,
tricking me.
Kiryu in the original game, Daryl is like, I can't believe this was what...
They built it on top of the Kamuro shopping district where a murder happened in 1988.
I was on the fan forums, the Yakuza, GameSpot fan forums of 2005 and 2006, and people were like, why is Kiryu talking about an empty lot? What does that mean?
Who's Awano, Shibusawa, and Kuze? Who are those? Do they ever come back in the game?
Kuze. Could you imagine? There's nothing stopping them from bringing those three back.
Because they're just in prison, presumably.
Besides age, yeah, like it would be. I mean, they bring back characters that are like randos that they brought back.
They've brought back multiple characters who have been outright murdered.
Yeah, like. There is no reason to me that, like, in another Yakuza game, just like Kuze or Awano gets out of prison, he's just an extremely old man, and like, I don't know, he fucking just runs a senbei shop or something.
Yeah.
He runs like a mochi shop in some town. Why not? Like, come on, it'd be fun. So we go to the Millennium Tower. There's this really like baffling scene where there's a cop who's
okay. So this is in the original game. This was another thing that I suspected was just in Kiwami to waste your time, but it is in both versions. Okay.
He's like doing paternity checks. What is this guy doing? He sees this adult man walking around with this child. And he's like,
it's Mori.
He's like, oh. Yeah. I mean, part of me was like, oh, is this like, did they edit over this scene to make it a Majima thing in Kiwami? But no, I remember this from Kiwami, and he's like, how are you related to this girl? And then you can say, your options are, I'm her dad, I'm not her dad, or run away. I think there's a correct...
There is no correct answer, really.
Basically, this is just
if you say your dad, he's like, okay, well, prove it. And you're like, you can just be like...
What does that mean?
Yeah... you can
what do you want me to do,
say,
to fucking
like,
take a paternity test here, right now?
You can rightfully say, like, I don't have any way to prove that I'm this girl's daughter, and why would I? And the guy's just like, what, you don't have any ID? Come on, you're coming with me, pal. We're going to the station.
Even if Kiryu doesn't have ID, what if Kiryu has ID? It's not like Haruka has kid ID. What is Haruka gonna have?
Who knows?
Excuse me, young lady, can I see your kid ID?
Yeah, and then Kiryu is panicking, and he's like, I'm gonna have to run, aren't I? And before you even do anything, the cop's like, you tried to run, pal? You're under arrest. You're resisting arrest.
Are you taking this child on a pub crawl?
This dude's like reaching for his gun when Haruka just says, Mister, please, stop bullying my dad.
Yeah, and that's basically, this scene is just to show that Haruka is like precocious and a good liar or something.
Yeah. My dad might look scary, but he's really shy, and I can tell you're making him very nervous, so please stop bullying him.
This is my large dad, and I just met him for the first time. And also, I like that this cop is like standing here asking you these bullshit nonsense questions when not 20 feet away from the cop, because we're right at the Millennium Tower, is a bar stuffed to the brim with corpses that seemingly no one has looked at yet, so...
Well, Kiryu said that the police would find it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not... That's why... Yeah, there's just a smell. Like, Kiryu should just be like, hey, instead of asking me these stupid questions, do you know that there's a bar full of dead bodies just, like, across the street? Like, right over there. We get to finally go into the Millennium Tower for the first time. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Yeah.
The series is always very dicey about whether or not you actually are allowed to, like, go into the tower. Sometimes you can go in whenever you want. Sometimes you can't.
Yeah.
This one, can you go into the tower whenever you want in this game or no?
I don't think so.
Some games have content in the tower. Judgment has drone racing. So you go into the tower, and they get into the elevator together. Because Haruka knows that the bar is, like, on the top floor of the Millennium Tower. Great real estate, by the way.
Yeah.
And this fucking baffles me of, like, what is this where she's like, you need a secret code to get into the bar?
Yeah.
Does Mizuki just not want anyone to ever go to her bar?
I guess...
Is this, like, tradition in the Yakuza?
It's also like, very exclusive.
It's so exclusive that no one knows where it is,
or code to get in.
And also Mizuki told she's like, Haruka, look, one day you will need to know this this super secret code, so you can take Kiryu on the pub crawl that we've been planning. I just think that if you're at top of the Millennium Tower real estate, like, you want as many people in this bar as you can get.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you probably only need a few clients, you know? It's like, I mean, she picked up the grift from Serena, you know? Yeah. She just has a few, but she charges through the nose for drinks and service.
Yeah. So, it's just a scam bar, honestly. You get to bar areas, it's very nice. It's a nice bar.
It's fucking
on the top of a skyscraper.
Ginormous.
It's huge.
It's got wall-to-wall marble floors, like... It's
and
bananas.
And there's just, like, a big picture of Mizuki on the wall.
Oh, also, real quick, when you first get there, and you kind of get control of Kiryu again, he thinks to himself, property's not as cheap as when I worked in real estate. I wonder how Mizuki got the money for this.
Oh god, it's really something. It really is something. So Mizuki put a big picture of herself up on the wall which is what I like to do when I own a small business.
Yeah.
A big business.
I mean, it's like how they have pictures of the Dave Wendy's in every Wendy's.
Yeah. She is really the Dave, Dave Thomas, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, that's his name.
Business. What if you needed a special code to get into any Wendy's? It's like a secret fast food restaurant that only some people can visit.
You need to order the spicy nuggets, a triple baconator, and a frosty chino, and they'll let you into the Wendy's.
They'll let you into the executive bar Wendy's.
Yes.
The Wendy's executive lounge, where they'll give you the chili with like the bespoke meat as opposed to the cut up hamburgers. So Kiryu looks at the picture of Mizuki on the wall and says, "Wow, this looks exactly like Yumi, except Yumi would never have a cool tattoo." So
yeah, this looks like Yumi, except like Yumi was kind of laid back, and she seems like a lot more serious.
Yeah, this is very refined, and also she has a tattoo which Yumi would never have.
And her hair is a lot shorter. This couldn't be Yumi.
No, it couldn't mean anything. People have one hairstyle and they keep it for their entire life.
Look, if I've learned anything from my 10 years in prison, it's that nobody changes after 10 years in prison.
Yeah, that's right. I guess in this series, if a person looks different, then they're a different person, right?
Yeah. I mean, unless they do, so I mean, we've got a lot of cases where they don't and cases where they do. So like Reina, Date, other such people, Kazuma, they all look the same. Nishiki, he does look different, so I don't know.
But that's because he underwent important character changes.
Well, yeah, maybe Yumi also underwent important character changes and looks different.
No, this isn't Yumi. This is Mizuki.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe
Argyle.
Mizuki also underwent important character changes.
No, I think that these are different people. I'm 100% sure of this.
Oh yeah,
we're not gonna feel stupid about it later. Also, listeners, if you think it's a little obvious, don't worry. The game makes it obvious too.
Yes.
So, Kiryu is like, "Oh, could this really be Yumi's sister? I gotta find her and ask, because she really looks a lot like Yumi, but her hair is short."
Yeah, she's got titty tattoo.
Yeah, and Yumi would never get a tattoo. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Kiryu asks why Haruka lives in an orphanage when she has parents.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Haruka says, I don't know.
My mom just said she couldn't come and get me. I never
really thought about it.
My mom said she couldn't come get me, and when I asked her, she didn't tell me why. So I just, oh well.
Yep.
And Aunt Yumi would never tell me either.
And then Yumi, she says that like last time she came to visit, Yumi brought something for Haruka, and then it's not brought up again for a while. What that thing is?
It's a locket.
Yeah, it is a locket, but what could it mean?
Who knows?
Haruka is like, oh, I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to meet my mom, and then some guys show up. They must have had the secret code.
Yeah, a bunch of goons walk in. They're led by Hiroshi Hayashi, a lieutenant advisor of the Omi Alliance.
Hey, you want to be mad again?
What's up?
So the screen, like the screen's like Hiroshi Hayashi, boom, Omi. First of all, it says Omi family, which already ticked me off. It's the Omi Alliance. It's not a family; it's a whole criminal organization.
Mm-hmm.
Bad translation to me.
The Tojo family.
The voice acting and subtitles refer to them as the Oni.
Excuse me?
The screen calls them the Omi, like it's correct.
Right.
The voice actors say Oni.
The subtitles say Oni.
Yeah, you like Daryl says Oni, and so does the subtitles. And then when you fight him, it says like Omi Captain Hiroshi Hayashi.
Interesting.
0 out of 10, worst game ever made. As Hayashi shows up from the Omi Alliance, Date gets texts Kiryu and says, by the way, Yumi stole the 10 bill.
Yeah, you get a phone call and Hayashi's like, go ahead, answer it, we'll wait. Don't worry, man.
He's patient. Yeah, he's very patient. Hey, Kiryu, I'm just calling to let you know, that remember the ring from the beginning of the game?
Mm-hmm.
Very conveniently left at the scene of the crime of the stolen 10 billion. I really like the stolen 10 billion as like a concept of like $10 billion. This is 10 billion in cash. This is like a multiple truck beds heist that Yumi left.
No, yeah. Spoilers, but we do see the cash later, and it is a lot of cash.
This is not a situation of like there is a transfer of 10 billion funds.
Yeah, no, it's a physical amount of money that exists.
This is 10 billion bills. 10 billion in cash was stolen from a bank. And Yumi left the ring. Remember the ring from the beginning of the game that Kiryu got her? She left the ring at the scene of the crime. This is not a situation where money was transferred and stolen. It was a heist, I guess.
Yeah, they didn't hack the Tojo clan bank account. They used a hacksaw to get into the Tojo clan safe and steal the bills that were inside.
It's a lot of bills. And they found her and I don't know. They found her like partner, they say?
Yeah, they're looking for her and her partner, and they don't say who the partner is, but I think it's implied to be Mizuki, like you're supposed to think that's who it is.
Oh, I guess I couldn't tell you.
From the way Kiryu talks, that's what I think he's thinking, but
maybe.
I don't... Date certainly doesn't say anything, so I don't know.
No, absolutely not.
Anyways, we'll talk about it, Serena, tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, and then Hayashi's like, I'm here for the child. We're not here for, like, you or for Mizuki or to have some drinks. And he's like, hey, just give me the kid and you don't have to die. And then Kiryu says, so I'm not going to die anyway. This fight isn't going to be hard. And then the fight is hard.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty difficult fight.
Yeah, it's in a very small space. There's a lot of guys and they all have couches.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're playing the original game, then the combat is much clunkier.
Yeah, and also Hayashi is, like, actually kind of difficult. Like,
he like stomps the shit out of you all the time.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get up, you have to mash X, square, circle, and triangle while
R1, R2, stick. R3, all the
you have
D-pad
to hard
buttons.
reset. You accidentally hard reset your console because you put the inputs in badly.
You have to punch in the Konami code in under half a second.
What's the when you want to reset a game of Smash, it's like L1, L2, R2, R1, R2, and start or something like that.
Yeah, it's like LRAB, start, select, or something.
Yeah. I just can't believe what they make you do to make this man stand up fast. So yeah, it's a hard fight. I wasn't a fan. You kick the shit out of Hayashi from the Oni family.
Mm-hmm.
And then Haruka's like, why are there men trying to get me? And then Kiryu doesn't know, and that's the end of the chapter, basically.
Yeah, kind of abrupt. That's it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wonder what bars Kiryu will take Haruka to.
How do you like the chapter?
It's good. I like meeting Haruka. I liked that I didn't have to care for the dog as much as you did. I was really happy to hear about that.
Spoilers. And... Haruka will, stays around.
Haruka is a reoccurring character.
Yeah.
Let's just say that. I like Haruka. Haruka's good.
We love Haruka.
Yeah, when you're a fan of the Yakuza series of games, you simply have no choice but to enjoy Haruka. So that's good. I like that. I think.
God, I wonder if there is like a bunch of like Yakuza fans who just really hate Haruka. Just don't.
Oh, it's like
it's like all the games. Like
it's like the Ace Attorney fans who hate Athena and Apollo. Like they just really hate them.
I imagine it's like an even more rabid subset of the people who hate the beginning of Yakuza 3 where you're at the orphanage.
Oh my god, I fucking hate those people. It's the game once Kiryu leaves the orphanage. Sorry to get ahead of myself. Once you leave the orphanage, the game gets noticeably worse.
Yeah.
The orphanage part is the best
Chapter
part of
9,
that game.
the plot. I hope you like it.
Weren't you happy when you were just like hanging out on the beach with some children? Like, absolutely not. I don't know. I think I have to trust that the Yakuza fans like Kiryu doing these things, because I mean it's like the integral part to his character for pretty much the entire series as of this point. It's good. Kiryu, he's not good with kids
not yet.
At this moment. Yeah, he'll learn. He'll learn to be good with kids. I mean, we learned in Yakuza 0 from the fortune teller that he's gonna have like 9 children, so
yeah,
he's on his quest to collect as many kids as he can, and this is the first one, I guess. Beyond that, I think it was funny that
I reset chapter 4 like 5,000 times to get a shiny Haruka.
What does shiny Haruka look like? She's wearing like a blue jacket instead of a white one.
Yeah,
and she always
green.
has the gun.
It's green. Shinies are always.
It's a green jacket, and she never gets rid of the gun. She's just always carrying a gun. I also like the fact that the game is like so. I mean, I don't know if the thing with Mizuki and Yumi is supposed to be like a big twist, but if it is, it's a very bad twist. The game is already just like showing you all of its cards in chapter 4 when Kiryu says, Mizuki looks exactly like Yumi.
Suspicious. But she has tattoo and she looks more serious.
Yumi would never have a tattoo.
Yumi would never be serious.
The woman who went missing and no one has ever heard from since, but then this person who showed up and looks exactly like her like 5 years ago, but she would never get a tattoo, so it's fine. That's good. I like it. It's a good chapter. What's our next chapter in this game?
Oh, fuckity. Let me look it up.
Let's see. Oh, it's Purgatory.
Oh, yeah, it's Purgatory.
Oh, this is a good one.
That's the name of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Next episode is going to be very busy.
Yeah. I mean, that's why he wanted to be on that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just chapter 5 Purgatory and Kiwami as well, so. Should
we announce our very special guest for next week?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Next week, when we cover chapter 5 Purgatory, we will be having special guest Cyrix, or however the fuck you pronounce that. We'll
find out next week.
Yeah, we'll ask him for the recording next week.
If you've ever played one of these games,
you'll ever play one of these games and you need to know how the fuck to do something, or where to get something, or what to do, and you look up on GameFAQs, because it's just the best website to get gaming information. You have probably seen this guy's guides. They are extremely good, high quality, comprehensive, and
he's done in-depth facts for.
I've even used them in planning for the show because he has like lists of sub stories by chapter. Like,
remember when we did when we had to do the fucking horrible Pocket Circuit episode that I hated?
That's where you found the builds for the different races.
Yeah, that's where I got my builds from. So thank you. I salute you.
Extremely good facts, and we will be having him on the show next week.
That'll be fun. I'm excited.
Both to talk about the chapter, and we'll be kind of doing
we'll have interview. Probably have a chat about.
Yeah, we'll have a little interview section too.
Yeah, I want to know what goes into making a FAQ because it kind of breaks my brain thinking about it. So that'll be Purgatory, chapter 5 next week. And let's move into some questions.
Hell yeah!
We have a Twitter. It is twitter.com/ did I change our Twitter? Oh yeah, I changed it. Twitter.com/Kamurocho Radio. And I make a post every week before the episode. And you can leave your questions below and we'll answer them on the podcast.
Yeah.
We got a couple of them this week. We have one from friend of the show, Sarah McCostumes, at Sarah McCostumes on Twitter. If this is the one where Kiryu gets a phone, my question is, Haruka voice, Oji-san, what games you got on your phone? Does he have what
Snake
games do you...
He's probably got fucking Snake on his phone.
Probably like a Puyo Pop or some kind of matching game. It wasn't
like Solitaire, maybe. It's like 2005.
What if Date had given Kiryu an N-Gage? I think that would be.
I don't know what games are on the Nokia N-Gage, so it's beyond me.
None.
I
think probably the same games that were on the same number of games that were on the Google Stadia, probably.
Get their ass.
Sarah then says, however, this may be a better question for next week, in which case, please respect me and don't read this out.
Too late.
It was a good question. Yeah, the phone was
he did get the phone this time. So
here's a question that I've been thinking about all week from our good friend, Dan, at Mike_Dawson on Twitter. Could Haruka survive Bonanza City?
I think Haruka is precocious.
Bonanza City is the Kid Nation town where they put a bunch of children in a fake Old West town and then force them to live life in terrible conditions and play broken garbage challenges where they all got hurt. Haruka would crush.
Yeah, look, we've already seen evidence of it this chapter, and we'll see more of it later. But Haruka is precocious and smart enough that she would absolutely dominate in Bonanza City.
Do you think that Haruka would win one of the Bonanza City elections and become town council?
I don't know, actually.
I was trying
to think about that.
See, I don't think Haruka really has the sort of leadership.
Yeah, I don't know if she would be able to lead, but she would be a strong.
But she would get gold star.
Yeah,
at least once.
Maybe even twice.
Oh, if anyone was gonna get gold star, and and then they do a showdown. And Haruka wins the prize, which is you get a gun.
Oh no.
Here's a question from friend of the show and Slapper's only fellow co-host Maxi Bajillion.
Oh, Max.
It says, you accidentally input a cheat code while playing this chapter, and the dog becomes a fictional dog of your choice. What hijinks do Kiryu and his loyal pup get up to?
So
obviously Great Wolf Sif.
Okay, I was gonna go for Blade Wolf. I thought you were gonna go for.
Oh. Now that's now you know, I think both are great options because with like first of all, if you're throwing rocks at Blade Wolf, you're going to get fucked up.
He'll just cut him out of the air.
But both have blade cuz Sif has big sword.
I don't think throwing a rock at Sif would do anything.
I mean,
I don't think she would notice.
Yeah, I don't think she would really care. Do you think that Kiryu would be friends with Blade Wolf? Because I feel like the only way to befriend Blade Wolf is to cut him into a lot of bite-sized pieces. And I don't know if Kiryu would do that to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's only really friends with Sam and Raiden. I mean, he likes Sunny. Maybe he'd be friends with Haruka. He'd like Haruka.
He might like Haruka. I guess the only reason Blade Wolf is friends with Sunny is because he got his brain reprogrammed, I thought.
Yeah, well, I was assuming this is post-reprogramming Blade Wolf.
Okay, I see. Yeah. Would you say Blade Wolf counts as a fictional dog, though? Because,
yeah!
Not really a...
Okay. Oh, fictional dog-shaped robot buddy? Is that what you want to go for right now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a dog.
It's a very important distinction to make. Okay. I mean, I guess that Kiryu and Blade Wolf would just do what anyone does with a robot dog. You know, take him for walks, go to Club Sega, play some Virtua Fighter.
Blade Wolf would be so good at Virtua
Blade
Fighter.
Wolf would stick his tail into the UFO catchers to pull the prizes out and cheat. That would be really fun. Yeah, I think
finally, I'm sick of trying to get the II toy. The worst one to get. Woo Papa,
no. The head shape.
You.
The head
Please.
shape is
impossible.
Ungraspable. It's unacceptable. Here's one from @Marshmallow on Twitter. It says, inspired by the pic. The pic on the Twitter is of the little baby puppy sheep. What are the odds this is all secretly controlled by a dog like Silent Hill 2? Do you think that this dog is the one who ordered the hit on Masaru Sarah?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah? Confirmed.
Yeah, the punks are doing this as retribution, they found out.
What kind of dog would Kiryu have?
Shiba?
I don't think Kiryu's I'm of a mind that like people who don't like animals are like I don't understand people who aren't animal people. I don't think Kiryu's an animal person.
The thing is, he might not be an animal. Maybe he doesn't like animals. Animals certainly like him. Is the thing that we find out.
That's the thing, right?
Throughout over the course of the games, because
he's not an animal person, but I don't think he's a pet person. I don't think he wants to have a pet.
No, that's fair. I mean, he gets along great with a Shiba cats later on in the series, but that's really for the kids.
Yeah, I think, but he doesn't really like it. Like he's not 100% married to the idea of having a pet. I think
if he lived on his own, he would never ever get a pet.
No, absolutely not. He doesn't like the responsibility.
No, absolutely not. He is just too much of a male living space sort of dude to be able to take care of an animal.
Like Kiryu, obviously, he has 9 kids, and because he has a soft spot for orphans because he's an orphan. But Kiryu he's not a dog, so he doesn't have a soft spot.
Also, I will say I kind of misinterpreted this question, and for a second I had been thinking for the past few days that it was, if Kiryu was a dog, what kind of dog would he be?
Now that's a question. What kind of dog would Kiryu be if he was a dog? What's just a big dog? Like a Great Dane? Just a big dog. Just a really big dog. He'd be like a Siberian Mastiff or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Akita Inus that are basically
those are great. I love those.
I love Akitas. But I don't know if that would be fitting for him. I don't know if they're ferocious
I don't think that
enough.
I mean, I feel like the thing is that like all of the sort of like the main popular like Japanese dog breeds are all very like cute looking.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't fit Kiryu's personality as much. As like a dog that'll really fuck you up, like a dog that can be your friend, but also it would fuck you up if it wanted to. I mean, I'm sure that Akita Inus could fuck you up if they wanted to. What about
like a Tibetan Mastiff?
That's what I was thinking, because they're really big, and
they're also real fucking big.
They're so big that they kind of concern me.
Yeah, they're like bears. Basically.
Yeah, they're like. See, they have the fluff factor that I don't know fits for Kiryu. Yeah. But also, I mean, I'm looking at a picture of one right now, and the texture of the fur is kind of like the texture of Kiryu's hair, so...
A little bit.
A little bit. Confirmed. All right, there it is. Got it. It's just a big dog.
Big fucking dog.
Just a fucking chonker of a boy. Those are all of our questions. We will see you all next week for Chapter 5, Purgatory. Let's wrap it up for now.
Hell yeah.
I was just thinking about that video that was going around Twitter that was of the Bayonetta just going, "Who's my little pog champ?" Just thinking about that.
I don't think I've seen that.
See if I can find it. I'll send it to you. Let's see. Thank you all very much for listening to our episode. It's been a while. I'm so glad that we're getting to play Yakuza again. I missed it. You can find all of our episodes at yakuzapod.com. We are on Pinecast, and I almost said that we were on Patreon, but that's my other podcast that we're on Patreon. We don't have a Patreon. I'm very tired.
That's my other podcast.
Oh yeah, you have a Patreon too for Pot of Greed.
We make money.
Argyle, where can we find you on the internets?
You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_funk. You can also listen to my other podcast called Pod of Greed. That is POD of Greed. It is about Yu-Gi-Oh! We're covering Yu-Gi-Oh! GX right now. And the episode we're going to be recording pretty soon will have special guest Ix from...
I was going to ask you...
From 6 Feet Under.
I was going to ask you what house Kiryu would be in, but then I remembered that the houses are only on dueling ability, so Kiryu would be... What's it, Slifer Red?
Yeah, Slifer Red. He would be I don't think he's good at...
Yeah. Very, very, very interesting that way that works. You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/BradipusRex. I do 2 other podcasts. I do one with Maxi Bajillion, Max from Pot of Greed, called Slappers Only. We're doing Banjo-Kazooie next. It's going to be really fun.
Hell yeah. And also something else special coming down the pipe this month.
Oh yeah. Damn, I'm so excited for that. Need to organize that.
Yeah.
And then you can also listen to my brand new podcast that has launched in the interim. It's called Kyle XY. Why? Remember that show on ABC Family about the guy with no belly button? We're going to get to the bottom of it. I've
heard the first episode is very good.
We've done the second. I think I like it more than Sam does, but maybe it's just because my standards are so low at this point. I like it, Kyle XY a lot. It's very fun. So that's all of the plugs for this week. Thank you all for listening once again. We are back. We will see you next week. Chapter 5.
Yeah.
The faster we get through,
hopefully we can be back on a regular schedule.
Yeah, I hope so too. The faster we get through this game, the better, because this is like one of my least favorite in the series, unfortunately.
I like it in some ways and just kind of really don't in some others.
Every time I message my brother about this game, he just messages me back getting mad online about how dumb the plot of this game is. But there's things to like about it.
I just like to think about Kiryu and Nishiki, okay?
Yeah, me too. Some challenging content in this game. But we'll continue our coverage next week. And as always, Kiwami means extreme.
Bye-bye.
So tonight, 今夜もまた tonight ため息つく一人きりじゃ上がけない思い出な tonight 近いの So tonight 場所で待つよ